Let's assume you have cash in hand, either through your savings or through refinancing your current primary residence or one of your investment properties. And now you have the intention of renovating your home to stay for at least few years. Here are 5 points that we would like to share with you if your intention is to renovate and stay put for at least few years.
First, we want to talk about the timing. Every reno is different. Sometimes it takes just a couple of weeks, and sometimes it takes 6 to 12 months to complete. And the contractors are usually difficult to schedule in during the peak periods of the real estate market. March, April, and May, and September, October, and November correspond to 2 peaks in real estate, which is the spring and the fall market. And a lot of sellers are trying to renovate their homes right before putting them on the market for sale. So when you're planning, and whatever your other considerations and commitments are, maybe the better time for starting to renovate the house is over the summer or in the dead of the winter when the contractors are relatively free. You can get better quotes, better discounts, and you can reliably schedule them in to start the work on your property.
Be smart around your renovation. Even if you are doing it for your own enjoyment, consider resale value. If in your neighborhood, within the type of property you own, a kitchen reno is about $50K to $100K, and you decide to do a major kitchen reno and overspend up to $150K, it doesn't mean that the potential buyer who is willing to purchase your home a few years later is gonna pay every expense that you have. So be mindful of that. Or consider that your neighborhood is changing and there is a lot of younger families moving to your neighborhood. And having extra bathrooms on a second floor is key to attract those kind of buyers, younger families that are moving to your area. So renovating your bathroom in a way that can be converted to 2 bathrooms not only is going to allow you to enjoy extra bathroom in your home, but at the same time, at the time of the sale, it's going to definitely add value. Or imagine you have a finished basement or partially finished basement or unfinished basement that you want to redo. And you want to redo it with the intention of not only generating rental income from it, that would be like an in-law suite or perhaps for extended family, but at the same time for your own use and enjoyment at this time. So if you are doing all those renos with the mindset of what would be the resale value of my basement that is finished as such, or a extra bathroom added on a second floor, or kitchen that is completely designed in a way that would bring a lot of functionality while keeping the budget in mind, is going to allow you not only enjoy your current home with renos, but at the same time bring value at the time of the sale.
Don't cut corners. As real estate agents, we go to a lot of homes and sometimes we see most ridiculous things. You go up the stairs, you start visiting bedrooms, and you see that 2 bedrooms out of 3 have dark brown flooring and 1 bedroom all of a sudden has light gray. So what must have happened? They had a leak from the roof, the floor had come up, they go to the store, they see that light gray right now is on sale for $5 a square foot, and the dark brown that matches the rest of the bedrooms perfectly is at $10. So they end up buying $5 per square foot floor, install it, thinking that my family and myself will get used to it over the next 3 to 5 years, no problem. In 5 years' time, they put the house on the market and the buyers are unforgiving about that. They look at inconsistencies, and especially if the market is soft, they will never pay top dollar for your property. So another thing that we see people skimp on is hiring a general contractor. Yes, general contractors have a tendency to add an extra margin on top of what the trades charge, which usually ranges from 12 to 15%. And people don't want to pay that. But what happens if you do is that you have a single point of contact and a single point of responsibility from that GC. They're responsible for scheduling the trades in, they're responsible for making sure that the work is consistent and the contractors deliver. Instead of you having to spend your time, nervous energy, and possibly extra money on dealing with the contractors yourself, you're much better off concentrating on the work that you normally do in your daily life versus running around trying to schedule people in.
Who you hire depends on the extent of the renovation. You might simply need to have an architect for any structural changes that you want to do in your house or any extension or addition. For that, for sure you would need to have an architect on board. You might also need to work with a home designer who would bring functionality, space design, color combination that would be suitable for your needs. Or you might simply need to hire a contractor because there are no structural changes or addition extension or no tweak to floor plan of the property, and it's a simple job of doing the reno in the kitchen, bathroom, basement, or whatever. At the same time, you want to make sure that you interview 3 professionals in each category to have different perspectives, different timeline, pricing, offering, and make a decision who would be the best fit for you. At the same time, when it comes to choice of materials, you can also decide based on your availability or your creativity whether you want to have the option of being a voice and choosing the color combination or materials yourself, or give the job to the professional you are going to hire.
And the last point is about the budget. Whether you're thinking about the budget numbers by yourself or with the family, it's important to sit down and decide what it is that you're willing to spend. Oftentimes there is a disconnect between what you're imagining you'll be able to afford within the budget that you have versus what you're actually going to get. So as a first step in this process, after you determine the budget, it's important to start getting some contractors in to get their quotes and understand what you're going to be able to accomplish with the money that you have. Second thing is that out of the 100% of the budget that you've allocated, only discuss and disclose about 70% to the people that are giving you quotes, because 30% is going to be your safety net in case of budget overruns. You can roughly break down the work that you may want to do around the house into the structural work and or visual or cosmetic work. And if you feel after getting those quotes that you can only afford to accomplish one, always go towards the structural work, because this will add a few extra dollars towards the price of the house during the time of resale.
If you have any questions and you would like us to connect you with our team of professionals, feel free to reach out. We are here to help. See you next week.